What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I was gone for a long time, I know, but I got busy in my examination, so please bear with me. Let's open up our terminal. We have got a lot to learn in today's video, so let's get started. In the previous videos, we have covered some of the most common commands, and this is a follow-up, so you won't face any problem. Our first command is cp, which stands for copy. So if we type ls, we don't have anything as of now on the desktop. And as I have told you earlier, if you type cd and hit enter, you will be brought to the home directory. And now if you see, this is our home directory. We already covered this in our previous videos. If you haven't watched the previous videos, then I would recommend you to watch those videos first and then come back to this video, as this is a follow-up video. So if we have to create a new file, we would use the touch command, touch, and any file dot txt, for example. And now if you type ls, you would obviously see file dot txt, and simply use mkdir and type mine. So we will create a folder by the name of mine. Hit enter, and now if you see, here is our folder. So what if I would like to copy this file.txt, this file, into this folder? So I would simply type cp, the file. This is the from. Imagine this like you have a post, and now you are going to the post office. So what you would write on the uh, post, you will write from address and to address. So this is cp. So you are defining that copy. From means what file and which directory the file is. So right now the file is present in the working directly, the directory which we are in already. So we don't have to define anything like this home slash all this. I will cover this in the next example, but as of now we are already in the directory itself. So this is the from address, and now we will have to specify the destination address. So we would like to copy this from to this folder. So if you hit enter, and now if you cd into mine, cd mine, and type ls to list, you can see that the file is now here as well. If you type cd double dot, which stands for the previous directory, now we are back in the home directory. The file is also here, because we copied, we didn't move. Now let's see move. This is the clear command. I have already told you in the previous video to clear out the screen. So now we will use the move command. So let's remove this. Rm stands for remove. I already told you in the previous video, rm space the file name. So now if you see, the file is not present because we have removed it, we have deleted it. So let's create another file by the name of, say, example.txt. okay, example.txt is now present, and let me show you. We only have file.txt in the mine folder, as you can see, cd double dot, or let me explain the previous concept. So as I was saying, that we were already present in this case while we were copying the file.txt to the mine folder. Now we are in the mine folder, and the file, this file example.txt, is in the previous folder. So now we have to define the path. So how do we do that? Now let's suppose I have to copy this example.txt example.txt file, I have to move this file to the main folder, but we are not present in this exact path. So how do we define that? Okay, um, let's say move. Now we will specify the path. So which path? In the previous directory, I already told you this double period stands for the previous directory. So move from the previous directory this specific file. Okay, so this is how we define. Alternatively, you can also type this. So this tilde stands for the home directory. All right, so what the terminal will do that it will automatically um take the path of the home directory. You can alternatively do this or this. Why? Because we are in a forward or a step forward from the home directory. We are in the main folder which is already in the home directory. That is why we can use this as well, but this is global. It doesn't matter where you are in the root directory, it doesn't matter you are in the etc directory, bin directory. If you use tilde sign, it will automatically route to the home directory. Tilde stands for the pathway of the home directory. So we have specified to look in the home directory for the file example.txt. So we have the fully qualified path. Now to here, as I have already told you in the previous videos, that the period stands for the present directory. So we are saying that move this specific file which is in the home directory to this location, which is mine. If you hit enter, no errors. So we uh, our command worked as expected. Now if you type ls, you can see that this file is already here. Now if you go back, you can type this, or alternatively you can also, let's go back to mine. Alternatively you can also use tilde sign. See, we are in the home directory, but there is no example.txt. Why? Because we moved it, we didn't copy it, we moved it to the main folder. Our next command is echo. Echo hello world. If I press enter, what do you think will happen? Let's see. Over here we are telling the terminal to echo this specific text. So it simply returned this as the output. We have uses of echo command very much in scripting, bash scripting, so it is quite useful. But for the basic, the echo command is used to give our desired output in the terminal itself. Okay, let's clear this out. I would like to show you one more example. Echo, and now we will write, let's say, hello there. And now we want to break a line, and our username user. So I will explain what I just did over here, and we have to type e as well. Okay, so what happened over here? See, this -e option will enable this new line character. If you have a basic idea of C programming language, you would obviously know the new line character, this. Okay, so let's see what is happening over here. This E is enabling this, so it is clear now. Hello world as it is. Now we are saying that we should break it. We have the new line character over here, so whatever else we will write, it will be written in the next line. So now what we want to write, $user. So this is a variable, this is predefined variable in the Linux operating system. It will simply print the username. So in my case the username is Igor. So it is printing Igor over here. Whatever your username will be, that will be printed over here in your case if you type this command. Okay, so this is the basic of echo. We will surely discuss in detail the application of echo in the future videos when I teach you about the bash scripting and all. So as of now, I think this is enough for you. And let's see our next command. Our next command is man. I already told you about man. If you type man and whatever command you are confused in, so I already told you about the aptitude command apt. So to see all the details, what is apt, what are the various options you can use in apt, you are confused, so you can simply type man. Man stands for the manual, so manual for aptitude. If you hit enter, you can see everything over written over here. All the options, all the abbreviations are defined over here: update, upgrade, full upgrade, install, reinstall. And if you would like to exit out of this manual page, here it is written already, you have to press q and it will go away. All right, so our next command is zip, unzip. Okay, so ls, let's go to our mine folder. Sorry. Okay, we have these two files. We have these two files, and now we would like to zip or compress these two files into a zip file. So we simply have to type zip, the name of the zip file. So example.zip, and whatever file we would like to include in the zip. Now in this case, as I have already told you, the star sign, asterisk sign stands for a wildcard. It is a wildcard which stands for all the things in this folder. I would like to select them all. So if you hit enter, okay, ls, you can see that example.zip has been created. Now if let's make another directory, mkdir test, in this mine folder, and hit ls, we have another folder. And now to unzip, simply type unzip example.zip, where we would like to unzip test folder is empty because we right now we just created it, but hopefully when we enter the test folder after running this command, we will have these two files in the test folder as well. File name not matched. Okay, what is the error over here? Let's see. Okay, we have got an error. Let's troubleshoot. All right guys, after some time I figured it out, and let me show you how I did it. So if you type man unzip, I figured it out later that in order to specify the path, we will have to use this option, that is -d. If you type quit, and let's do that same command but with -d. I hope that it will work. Extracting in test example, and okay, so now if we go into the test directory, we have those two files. Okay, so our zip and unzip command worked. You simply have to, if you ever get any error like we did in the unzip one, so you can use the manual command and whatever the command you are having the error in, and you will get the solution for sure. So our next command will be history. Okay, so what does the history command do? If you type history and hit enter, and see that it will print out all the previous command which you ran. So we already ran these commands in the previous videos. Okay, so we started with pwd cd, and we ran all these commands, and now we are over here. We hit clear. So next command is top. So if you type top and hit enter, it is kind of classic task manager, which will show all the available memories and all the processes running on the computer. If you would like to exit the top command, you simply press Ctrl and C. Clear. Okay, so our next command is PS, which stands for process. It will show the running processes in the background or in the foreground. So if you type PS, hit enter, it will show these two processes. So are these only the processes running on the operating system? Obviously no, our operating system is running a lot of processes in the background. So why only these two? Because if you type PS and hit enter, it will show only the process running in the this specific session of the bash, or this specific terminal. And if you would like to get the list of all the processes running, you will have to write process hyphen capital A, which stands for all, and hit enter. And now you will get a long list of all the processes running on the operating system with their process ID. This is the PID. Okay, this process ID. Okay, now what if we would like to search a specific process? PS um, pipe, this specific sign, this. If you type grep is basically used to filter out the output of the command. So we would like to filter out or search a specific keyword inside the output of the process command. So this process command is incomplete because we want to search in the long list, from the long list of the process. So grep, and now we specify Apache. Let's see if Apache is running or not. Okay, so Apache is running. Let's kill Apache. 852. I think we might need sudo because we are killing system process. So sudo will alleviate the privilege. Hit enter, and now if you check, okay, no output. So these three Apache processes has been killed. So we learned about two new commands, three actually: PS, grep, and kill from this single example. Now let's recap and use the service command sudo service apache to status loaded, but it is inactive. Why? Because we already killed it. Now control C if you would like to start the process. Start, give it some time, and now if you check, loaded, active, and running. And now if you check, these Apache 2 processes are back. Clear. Okay, so our next command is alias. Al. What it does is basically used to abbreviate long commands. So you can make custom commands of your own. Let's suppose if you have a command which is long or you don't want to use it over and over again, so you can basically use alias to map that command to your desired abbreviation. So let's create our own alias. The syntax will be alias Igor. In this case, my custom command or my chosen abbreviation, and for what command I would like to use, let's say rf. If you hit enter, this alias has been created. Now instead of rmrf, I can simply type Igor and it will do the magic. Let's say ls rmrf. So we will like igor eg.txt, hit enter and ls. That eg example.txt has been removed. So instead of rmrf we type igor and it did the magic. So this is the usefulness of alias function. It can be used to replace the system defined commands to your user defined commands. You can use whatever you would like to use using alias. Next command on the list is wget. What is wget? Wget is used to fetch files from the internet. So let me show you. Wget is already installed on Ubuntu operating system, and in case if it is not installed, you can obviously use sudo apt install wget to install wget. So let's see what it is saying. Wget missing url, option url. So let's see. Wget help. These are the options which are present in wget. It is quite long. If you would like to dive deeper into wget, you can surely view these options. But even if you don't want to use these options, you can simply skip it and it will work like a charm. So one of the most famous file, or which is small as well, wget https://wordpress.org/latest.tar.gz. As you can see, we specified this URL. You can also type this URL in your browser and this specific file latest.tar.gz will be downloaded via your browser. Alternatively, if you are using Linux and you don't have access to the graphical user interface, or you don't prefer to use the graphical user interface for some reason, then you can always use the wget command to fetch those type of files on the internet directly. wget obviously works for many protocols including http, https, ftp, file transfer protocol, ftps, and so on. So our file has been downloaded. If you type ls, you will see latest.tar.gz. Now you can see that this format is not a zip, so we cannot use unzip in this case. So we will use something called tar, xzvf, and if you hit enter, okay, boom, it is done. Let's clear out the screen and type ls, and you can see that all the files has been unzipped to this specific folder. If you change the directory to WordPress, hit enter, these are the files of the WordPress. That's clear. So we also saw with this example two commands, wget and tar. Our video has been quite long, so I will surely see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.